You are going to be shocked by what I found when browsing YouTube the other day. This channel was started late last year in a pretty classic YouTube niche, and yet they are killing it with a new video style that fits the niche extremely well. Since December, they've posted 54 videos and are approaching 100,000 subscribers. Even more impressive, they've gained over 4 million views with long-form content. Social Blade estimates they made as much as $5,600 in the last 14 days. That means they are making over $10,000 a month after a few months of work. The combination of the proven niche they are in, the style of images, and the ease of editing makes this channel so impressive. This is not a channel with overproduced videos that take days to create. Once you get the process down, you can probably crank these videos out in an hour or two. This is part of the trick of this channel. In just a few months, they have published 54 videos. That's more than one every 2 days. To make sure you have the process you need to make this happen, I'm going to break down how the Psyche is creating their videos, the strategies they are using, and how you can do the same. To prove it to you, let's check out this demo that I created.
Picture this. A man stands at the edge of a vast abyss, staring into the unknown. Behind him, a city glows in artificial light, safe, predictable, comfortable. Before him, the abyss beckons, a void of uncertainty, danger, and the terrifying weight of freedom. He hesitates. He has spent his life seeking comfort, security, and ease, yet something within him stirs, an unrelenting whisper that tells him he was meant for more. Now ask yourself, which man are you? This is not merely a metaphor. It is the choice that defines every human being, every civilization, every age. Friedrich Nietzsche foresaw this struggle over a century ago. He warned of two types of people, the Übermensch, overman, who transcends limitations, and the last man, who succumbs to complacency. One represents the peak of human potential, the other, its inevitable decay.
The Psyche's videos are all based around philosophies that focus on human psychology. I've got to admit, I'm not much of an expert on either topic, but my good friend ChatGPT is. Now, the prompt I developed is pretty detailed, but I'll leave it in the prompt section of my classroom in my AI Architects community for you to use. I'll leave a link to this in the description below. Just sign up for a free trial, and once you are in Head to the Classroom, click on Prompt Crafting and look the tab labeled The Psyche, and you can copy my prompts. Now that we have our prompts ready, let's head over to ChatGPT. I have the 4.0 model, but you can use most of the big LLMs for this step. I'm going to paste the prompt in the chat window and hit enter. In just a minute, you'll have 25 video ideas that you can scroll through. Pick one that jumps out at you to start. Anytime you need more ideas, you can just ask ChatGPT to generate 25 more ideas and boom, you'll have them. Frankly, if you are producing content like the Psyche is, you're going to need lots of video ideas. Okay, I really like the eternal struggle between the Übermensch and the last man, Nietzsche. So we'll use that to go forward. Once you've picked out your idea, we'll head back to the prompt guide and copy this next prompt for scripting. Now, go back to ChatGPT and paste it in. Before pressing enter, you'll want to add your video idea at the top where it says Insert Topic. I've also specified that I want the script to be around 4,000 words, which should result in about a 20-minute video, which is right around where the Psyche's videos are. I recommend sticking to this length. YouTube requires 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers, and most people struggle with the watch time more than the subs. By creating longer videos that keep your viewers glued to the screen, you'll have an easier time racking up the watch hours you need. Now, once you are happy with the topic and the length of the script that you want, hit enter. ChatGPT will write the first section and then stop. I'll quickly review this section to make sure that ChatGPT has followed my instructions and that I like the content it's produced. If you need to make an edit, this is the time to do it, since the rest of the script builds on this. Once you are happy with the first section, you can ask ChatGPT for the next section. Repeat this process for all 5 blocks of text and paste each section into a Word or Google Doc. We'll need this later for the voiceover. Now, before we move on to the images, you'll notice the quote that I started the video with. I did this to model what the Psyche does, and you'll see that at the start of all of their videos. I'll ask ChatGPT to help with this. Again, the exact prompt I used can be found on the prompt document. After entering this prompt, ChatGPT should give you a prefect quote to start off your video with. Now that we have our script, it's time to generate our voiceover. Feel free to use your preferred voice generator, but for this demonstration, we'll be using ElevenLabs. Since we're going for a deep, calm voice, head over to the voice library and browse through the available voice characters. To make things easier, I'm going to type calm in the search bar. Perfect. That narrows it down quite a bit. I'm going to select George and click Use. Now I'm brought to the text-to-speech screen. I want to head to the Word or Google Doc that I pasted the script into and grab the first section. In the Psyche's videos, they do not narrate the initial quote, so I'll leave that out. You can grab everything and generate the voiceover in one go, but I like to grab a few paragraphs at a time. This helps to keep the quality of the generation super high. Any longer than that, and you tend to get strange pacing or mispronounced words. I'll grab each section of my script and generate the voiceover for it before moving on to the next step. Up next is generating our images. The Psyche rotates between images every 20 to 30 seconds, so we really don't need a ton of images. In the sample video that I showed earlier, my voiceover was just over a minute long, and I used 3 images. This is part of the reason I wanted to create our voiceover before our images. If I plan on having 3 images per minute of my video, it's extremely easy to figure out the total number of image prompts you'll need. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me prompts by section of the script, and by breaking up your voiceover into blocks, you'll have a better idea how many images you need per section. The exact prompt I'm using is in the document I mentioned earlier. All you need to change before using it is to replace the X with the number of images you want. For the sample video I produced, I changed the X to 3 and hit enter. Once that's done, we'll jump to Leonardo.ai. This generator works great for images like this, but feel free to experiment with other image generators. I'll be using the Phoenix 1.0 model, and since ChatGPT has given us detailed prompts, we can turn Prompt Enhance off. Make sure your aspect ratio is 16:9. I'll ask for 4 different generations. Then, paste in the first prompt that ChatGPT gave you and hit Generate. Grab the best image that you feel matches the script and repeat this process for the rest of the images. The last step is to edit the images and voiceover together. Because of the fairly static images and the slow transitions, the editing for these videos is very simple. Start by dragging a plain black background into the timeline. This is where you'll add the initial quote. The Psyche uses a typewriter text effect, but if your editing software doesn't have that readily available, a gentle fade will work. This slide should stay on screen for about 5 seconds before you drop in your first few images and voiceover. The transitions that the Psyche uses are a blink-style effect, but again, any transition will work. To stick with the style and feel of the video, just stay away from anything too flashy or bold. The transitions should be understated. The Psyche also adds a very slight zoom to their images, along with a static overlay. Little additions like this aren't necessary, but can definitely help with engagement. Just like that, you have an engaging video in a proven niche with a cool new style that will rake in the views. Not only that, once you get good at this process, you should be able to create a video like this almost daily. For a bonus tip, instead of staying in the same niche as the Psyche, what other niche could you translate this style of video into that would be fresh and new in that niche? Before you go, make sure to jump over to my community to grab the prompt document and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more AI tutorials on great niches.